advantage. And with that being said, maybe the poke can actually counter that Faramis pick because the Cult Altar is not made to deal with poke damage.
Well, let's see. Let's say hello to the Land of Dawn very, very soon, ladies and gentlemen, to witness Game 2 between RRQ Oshi and as well as Aura Fire. In case you missed it, Aura Fire picking up a point in the first game. Can RRQ equalize? Let's see.
It all depends on the early game, right? Can Albert actually have that much of an impact? There's enough impact in the early game to actually shut down the members of Aura Fire. Because all the laners of RRQ, if they get ahead, it's going to be very difficult. But already in the early game, the cheese play.
Okay, ejector here onto Fluffy. It seems like RRQ set it up that rather well. Now you can see here already the pressure mounting up top side. Vin needs to be careful rotating. Gets the hook there by Faramis. Vin still with that flicker escapes.
Let's see, once
Not
again
burning
though,
the flicker, I mean.
I feel like, again, right, in the early game, it has to be Aura Fire here who has the lead. And in terms of lockdown, they have the Ruby against the Sverny.
Exactly. That is what I guess Albert needs to somehow take care of here. RRQ Hoshi, all right, they are starting to pressure the jungles by Aura Fire. Now we can see here. High, Tempest of Blade pops onto his plate. Clay, being the recipients of that scores, still survive and still
look at Vin.
that flicker. Vin though engaging, Godiva is the one who is forced to flicker away.
Wow. Oh, right there though, Albert comes in to seal the deal. Shoes on the other foot right here as High is forced to back away. So RRQ with a bit of an advantage, but Kabuki, very dangerous in that gold lane. And in the side pressure, having a Daiworth and a Paquito, right? It's two very strong laners, and Aura Fire can just start roaming around and around with the Ling and the Faramis. That might be the strat they're going for. It's very reminiscent of, I think, what, Season 7, I think?
Perhaps, but I do want to add though that Vin uses the flicker, use the flicker in the purple buff. So perhaps that's going to be information for our Fire to set up on this turtle fight.
In terms of neutral objective control, honestly, with the winning side lane that Aura Fire has, in terms of the kill pressure that they have as well, I don't really see RRQ winning in this turtle fight, but it's all going to come down to how Albert plays on that Fanny.
You see here, Vin has yet to pick up a hero with that ejector here. High. Now, poking the turtle. You're now seeing R7. Waiting on that falling starboard here now. We can see here engaging. But the turtle will be won by the side of RRQ. Vin will not survive. He will. Fluffy force the flicker, but he gets taken down. Clay, with that real world manipulation, he will not be able to escape as hard.
Fade away.
The fade away gets the points here. As look, Talon's prediction by Axe. We're in the minority here, Arashi.
Well, you know, Arashi Hoshi has to support RRQ Hoshi. I think they have it, man. It's about playing it safe in the early game and making sure that the side lane doesn't snowball out of control and, you know, making sure that you get the right pickoffs at the right time and avoid falling into the trap of the Cult Altar. I think if RRQ can do that, they have the damage, they have the playmaking available to try and make that happen.
You know, I have to be honest with you. I agree to a certain extent here for the prediction. It's very mixed still. You guys are in the minority, but RRQ can definitely still win this game. And it comes down to, again, how they're able to utilize that early game. But wait, Fluffy.
You want to hear Fluffy?
What?
Clear.
Fluffy?
He gets the clear, but at the end of the day, gets taken down or a fire on the other side of the map. Cannot find compensation, but I might be wrong here. His High will try to claim the purple buff of Fanny, and he gets it with the retribution or a Fire playing the macro game.
Well, looking at the emblems right now, Demon Slayer for both the junglers for sure. Festival of Blood though for Fluffy and Kabuki. So it does seem like they want to sustain in that lane as much as possible. And even if they don't get the kills, right, the straight up assassinations, it doesn't even matter because then they can do that macro play, that global pressure that we've been talking that Aura Fire can do so well.
Yeah, and now, right, I do want to talk a little bit about that, the point we were talking about earlier before the fight broke out. Aura Fire have the early game control. If they are able to utilize this to actually create a massive snowball early on into that mid game and end it towards the 14-minute, that's how they win. But if RRQ stays alive, stays in this game, up to that 14-minute point, that mid to late stage, I'll give it to RRQ.
Right, so it's a bit of a opposite from the previous game, right? Now, Aura Fire are the ones that are Ooh, actually forced to actually go aggressive, and Clay is
Whoa.
so low, but the turtle gets stolen by the Beatrix.
Yeah, I guess now we are forcing a fight here, and we can see here, Vin do not survive as well. RRQ Hoshi, they got dismantled. Aura Fire again now with the invades. Amazing, amazing display here from the side of Aura Fire. Objective and as well as kills.
1.3k gold lead. Ooh, if Skylar stole that one again, that would have been, yeah. But Aura Fire, once again, are able to use this lead very, very well in the early stage. And that's why I actually went for Aura Fire, right? Like, the reason I went for them is because they usually do better with the lead than the other teams in MPLID. They're able to grasp on that very, very well.
Exactly, exactly. Now Aura Fire with this lead. It's a deja vu from game one, it seems like. But what can RRQ Hoshi do here, Arashi?
They have to just play secure and watch out for Aura Fire going in aggressively, right? Because in the fight, they're able to steal and get advantages. It's just afterwards, they stick around, and Aura Fire, obviously losing on the objective, will try and get compensation. So they have to be very aware of that. And we take a look at the items here for both sides. Fluffy with the War Axe, though, that's a lot of damage. And it can actually help out Hai and Kabuki as well if they're all fighting in the big team fight. But with the Ice Screens one available for Clay, the utility is going to be quite difficult for Aura to try and walk in uncontested towards RRQ Hoshi.
Man, Kabuki has built that Hunter Strike as well, so that double fire in the left and right hand side is...
Oh my god.
Wow. Pause, but silence immediately here.
Oh.
Value on that real world manipulation high coming for as a backup. But now RRQ Hoshi disengages both as well as Aura Fire. No kills, no casualties bot side.
They need to set up for the next turtle here. R7 is in that bush. Again, he's trying to open up the map a bit, but I think he might have rotated towards the turtle side a bit too early here. This gives Fluffy a bit more time to play with in that top side. And the thing is, he can actually just go for the turret. He can trade the turtle for the turret. Remember, Aura Fire don't really need to commit onto this. And that's exactly what Aura do. They utilize this little mistake by R7. And they go for that top side for free. And now they can actually contest for the turtle as well.
Ooh, Albert is showing on the map as well. They're 1v1 against Fluffy, and he is forced to go back to the base. Aura knows he won't be here for quite a bit. Pressures for the turtle, but not just yet. But here we go. I'm offended onto R7.
R7 here, taking to almost half HP. It seems like Aura Fire with 5 members, they are setting this up high, being the frontliner. Gets caught, but Albert will have the turtle. Albert with the cables dancing around the backside as well. But now with the Cult Altar, every member from sort of Aura Fire actually survives. Facehugger though, not for long. It seems like kill, but take a look at that play. Go Diva will not survive for long as R7 claims his life. 2-4-0 rather. Aura Fire though claims the objective in the first one, and RRQ Hoshi grabs the turtle.
A good recovery by RRQ in a fight that initially was favoring Aura, but look at this!
Catches a Ling, and take a look at that. Hai gets taken down. Not a sight you see every day. Jawhead flying through the land of dawn.
Oh man, that was just funny to see, Arashi. But here it is, 8 minutes in, and like we mentioned, it is equal. So RRQ definitely have some space. They have some space to actually work with that mid stage later on.
It's just a very good fight from RRQ Hoshi early in that turtle fight. They make sure that everyone is accounted for. They make sure that Aura Fire can't get any surprises on them. And they just go very calmly forward and let Skylar do the DPS, let Clay output the utility, and they use Vin as a crowd control tool instead. And I must say, against 2 fighters, having a Jawhead who can actually ejector one and Unstoppable Force the other is going to be very good, but Fluffy here will be the target.
Oh my, 2v1 is just too much. Tempest Blade as a cover.
Oh my god.
Whoa! R7 but Hai gets taken down. RRQ. The reinforcements are coming. Aura Fire trying to look for compensation in the mid side. Albert here trying to hold on to dear life and clear the mid side. Manages to do so. RRQ Hoshi, they are back in the game.
Captain R7 in the building. Once again, that play was insane. Buying the time for RRQ, the rest of the members to collapse there. And this might as well be a free Lord. Hai is still dead, respawning here. Aura Fire looking for a miracle play though.
seeing here, Facehugger, Godiva jumps.
Oh!
Fluffy comes in and says no to the king. Albert gets taken down. Clay as well, as that call altar was just too clutch. As one by one, RRQ gets taken down. R7, the lone warrior here, is now the only member left standing. Aura Fire, they do not hold the gas battle.
Fluffy!
What the heck?
Oh my goodness. Taking the game into his hands this time. The goal lead back to Aura Fire. Arashi, what happened?
What can you say, man? That was an absolutely insane steal coming in from Fluffy. And that puts Aura Fire back in the game for now. With the Lord, with the strong pickoff potential they have, they're trying to get as much utility as possible, taking out the turrets and making sure they can try and crack the base with this Lord. But RK Hoshi does have the DPS. They have the range to play around with as well. So depends on how they actually go for this defense. They can actually turn it around on Aura if they're not careful.
Man, I'm still just so bamboozled by Fluffy's play there. And again, it's Aura Fire knocking on the base of RRQ now.
Two-way push here, top side. Albert gets caught, but Kabuki overextended there, gets taken down as well. Turret number one in the top side fall. Called alter, the four-man silence there, and Godiva, Skylar gets taken down, and seems like now RRQ Hoshi finds some compensation. He gets one. Every member from Aura Fire gets deleted. It's a crazy game in the second game as RRQ Hoshi responds back to Aura Fire.
That's basically a wipeout. It's basically a wipeout. Faramis respawned because of his passive, but RRQ once again, whenever any of these teams are in the lead, it just seems like, you know, oh man, both of the sides do not want to give it over. Instant replay presented to you by Samsung Galaxy A series. Aura definitely overcommitted here, Arashi.
They're all stuck in the road manipulation, and yeah, they're able to take out even Skylar eventually, but Clay was outputting so much damage in the back line, and once they're done, there's no one left to deal with R7. This is an Esmeralda 4-0-6 in the late game with a sprint. You do not escape from her. And now with the Blade Armor secured as well, it's going to be even more difficult for the side of Aura Fire to deal with him. R7 might just be one of the main components in securing the victory for RRQ Hoshi.
And now, I mean, we're looking at Skylar, right? Because he is the main win condition currently for RRQ. He's gone to a point where he has those items to start carrying, to start getting some damage on the board. But with the Aura Fire composition, they can just dive onto him. I don't see the space here for Skylar. Look at this!
Oh my god, he gets jumped.
Look at this!
Every flicker, every respawn.
Wow!
Skylar survives, and now in the backside, Tempest of Play response. Finding Skylar here. Skylar, though.
Oh my god!
What the heck?
Oh!
Fires high, gets taken down. Skylar was... What? Every skill, every spell was put on towards him. This guy is invincible. RRQ Hoshi, 5v4. Can they take the Lord?
This should not have happened, but it is happening. Skylar! Oh my goodness! We're getting a lot of highlights today, boys. Oh my god. RRQ with another winning fight. They're going to go for the Lord once again. Aura, can they look for another miracle play?
Real word manipulation to call Ultra as well. Now we can see Lord.
Oh my god.
Fall to the hands of Fluffy once again. CJY clip this. Now we can see here RRQ Hoshi, they are in shambles. Aura Fire still very strong as 5. Albert, the last man standing, an assassin, trying to do the miracle play here. Fluffy, luckily, he has that immortal, and it seems like Aura Fire, they are in perfect shape to end and secure game 2. Albert here will not be able to do anything as Aura Fire, the red dragons will
Skylar's
claim
up,
their
Skylar's up.
shoulders, locked, wiped out at the base. Once again, just like in game 1, to expose, securing game 2. Match points for the Red Dragons.
Despite Skylar making that play, how did he get out of everything and outplay that situation? But a bigger question, a better question would be, what the heck is wrong with Fluffy? He doesn't have the red tree, he's not the jungler. He stole the Lord 2 times against Albert, one of, if not the best retribution user in the previous seasons.
He stole the Lord and at the same time takes out Skylar. This man, you can
He's not
say he
fluffy.
single-handedly won the game for Aura Fire. What was that?
He's not fluffy. That's what we can agree on. He's definitely not fluffy. He's coming into this. Oh my goodness. Aura Fire have a chance once again to upset the odds. What is going on? 2-0 match point for Aura. I predicted them to win.